Borussia Dortmund went into this game with Mainz in the evening knowing that 3 points would help them extend their lead at the top of the table. And it was also a chance to say goodbye to Mohamed Zidane, who now plays, of course, for the opponents on this occasion, Mainz. And he's in great form as well. 4 goals in 4 games, although he's done that before. Lewandowski, the best striker that Dortmund have had for 31 years, was going to have something to say about whether or not Mainz would go away from this happy. We joined the game in the 6th minute, and it's the home team on the attack. The champions with the first effort. Sven Bender back after injury to that nose. Getting the first shot away for the home team. Top of the table, 52 points. Mainz's coach, Thomas Tuchel, very well known in Mainz because he's actually got a better record and earned more points per game than Jurgen Klopp had when he was at Mainz. So the two coaches going head-to-head. Another chance. Lucas Piszczek. And somehow Dortmund unable to get that ball in the back of the net. Kevin Grosskreutz denied the opening goal by Radoslav Zabavnik. A close run thing. Just past the 12-minute mark. Long ball down to Piszczek from Kagawa. He gets it back in the centre. Grosskreutz with the volley. Nico Bungert getting in the way. Mainz had to wait until the 21st minute for their first effort on goal. Caligiuri combining with Zidane, but his shot not testing the gloves of Roman Weidenfeller. Good build-up play. The 1-2 coming off nicely, but it has to be said, Caligiuri under pressure from Subotic. Playing against his old club, of course. Neven Subotic was at Mainz up until 2008. Next chance for Dortmund, and it was a good one. So good, in fact, they ran away screaming. Jakub Blaszczykowski opening the scoring on 27 minutes with his 3rd goal of the season. Much to the delight of the fans in the Signal Iduna Park. Jurgen Klopp. They've won the last 7 Bundesliga games, looking for a record going into this one. 8 on the trot after Christmas has never been done before. 17 games with no loss in the Bundesliga. That means they played everybody and not been beaten. Last time they lost was 17 games ago against Hanover, who they beat 3-1 last week. Another chance for Dortmund on the half-hour mark. Lewandowski just chipping the ball onto the roof of the net. Just before the end of the first half, Dortmund sensing that they could get a second. A lovely little through ball from Kagawa to Blaszczykowski. But Kuba, as it says on his shirt, unable to extend the lead. Still, plenty of sweets and treats in the second half. 1-0 they went in. And after the break, Mainz came out with a bit more fight, but they very nearly went down to 2-0. Lewandowski forcing a good save from Vetlo, although it was pretty much straight down the gun at him. Kagawa again providing a lovely pass. Lewandowski, though, straight at Vetlo. 4 minutes later, and a howler from Vetlo straight to Kagawa. We've seen those go in the past. Kagawa might want to have played that one flat along the ground, but he tried to chip him. Always a big draw in his home country as well. Thomas Tuchel couldn't believe the chances that his team were giving to the opposition. Gundogan with a good game, setting up Kagawa with the opportunity to provide Schmelzer with a shot. And to be fair, Vetlo had that one covered. Schmelzer has scored once this season, but Vetlo would have had that if it were on target. 6 minutes past the hour mark, and Mainz showing signs of revival. Zidane and Scholloy, Adam Scholloy, this time forcing a save from Roman Weidenfeller in his 250th Bundesliga game, although he was offside ever so slightly, a head's breadth. Still, didn't count, flag was up. Dortmund with another chance just a minute later. Kagawa and Vetlo denying the Japanese international. Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel, 2 legends in Mainz. 74th minute, Mainz looking desperately to get back into the game, and then some great work from Shaloi outside of the foot to Mainz's Zidane, and he scores his 5th goal in 5 games. Thomas Tuchel delighted, telling people that now they had to shut up shop at the back and hope for a draw. The last 4 meetings here had all been draws between the two clubs. Jurgen Klopp involved in every single game that these two teams have had against each other, one way or another, in the Bundesliga. But 1-1 with just about a quarter of an hour to play. But disaster would strike Mainz just a couple of minutes later. Shinji Kagawa getting inside and getting the ball into the back of the net for what was for him his 8th goal of the season. They love him in Dortmund. He's only been here a couple of seasons, but he's already a legend. And more performances like the one he put in today will go a long way to concrete that in Dortmund history. Good work from Perisic. Leaves it. The ball crossed in from Piszczek, and 2-1 it was. Mainz, though, always looked like they might get a point out of this. Zidane testing the gloves of his old friend Roman Weidenfeller. But at the end of the game, all the smiles virtually were on the side of Dortmund. Jurgen Klopp with a big hug for a player with whom he has a very special relationship. And the final score, Dortmund 2, Mainz 1.